Okay, welcome to my humble kitchen. Today we're making cinnamon rolls.
What's the first step, Jeff?
First step is get Marissa.
This is my humble kitchen, and I'm gonna teach my husband how to make my homemade cinnamon rolls today. So the first step to these homemade cinnamon rolls is gonna be to get our milk mixture going on the stove. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna add 2 cups of milk, 1 stick of butter, and Jeff, I need you to measure out 3/4 cup of sugar. Dump that in here.
Cool.
And we're gonna add just a pinch of
This
some
is
salt.
a 1/4 cup, right?
That's it, yeah.
All right, just making sure.
I wanna set you up. We need 3 of those.
1.
And we're just gonna heat that up on medium. So while we do that, we're gonna get our yeast mixture going. So this is warm water, and we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of yeast. I'm gonna measure this out for you, babe, is that okay?
That's totally fine.
All right, so we're also gonna add a tablespoon of sugar to this yeast mixture. We're gonna give it a stir. All right,
I
babe.
thought that was my job.
You know what? Give it a
Thank you,
stir,
babe.
set it aside.
I always know how to make me feel special, right?
We have 3 tablespoons of yeast and 1 tablespoon of sugar, as well as some hot water. We're just gonna let this sit. That butter is melted. Jeff is gonna dump it into our mixer.
Yep.
It's a big step, babe. When my Nana taught me how to make these, she didn't have measurements for anything. I had to watch her make this 3-4 times and write it down each time, and it changed, but I think I got it down. So we're gonna add roughly 5 cups of flour. You gotta be level. You gotta be level. You see, you ain't measuring either.
This isn't-
You're really trying to
this
do it the
isn't-
OG way.
This isn't my expertise, as you can tell.
Well, let me help you.
I'm
3.
a master chef, not pastry chef.
Okay, so we've got our dough started. If you look over here, this yeast is rising. That means it's alive. That's what we're looking for.
Yep, that's what we're
It's
looking
alive. And now we need to crack 3 eggs. So we're actually gonna wait just a second because that mixture was warm and we don't want to scramble these eggs. We want to incorporate these eggs. All right, and we're gonna need that 5th cup of flour.
for. See, I'm coachable. Level it off.
You also have to be careful of the temperature because you don't want to kill the yeast. If it's too hot, it can kill the yeast.
Right now it's time to add the yeast to the mixture. You know I'm good at pouring things, so
Right in
that's
there.
why I step in.
Do you remember the first time I made you cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, actually, it was Pillsbury. Do you remember? That's the real question.
That was in college, I was busy.
It was definitely Pillsbury, and I didn't get these homemade ones until your grandmother made them for me. And then you started making them.
I had to
You
get
make them just as good, but I can't say better yet. Because I love your granny.
fair enough.
So
All right, so things are about to get messy. You ready?
that's when I leave. So it was nice of you guys to join me in my kitchen, make my homemade cinnamon rolls from scratch. Peace.
He won't be getting any of these cinnamon rolls if I'm out here by myself. And we're going to dump all of this just right there on the countertop. So we're gonna need to add a decent amount of flour because it's still pretty sticky. There we go. Rub your hands together. It's like chalk, right?
So like LeBron, Game 7 of the finals, game on the line. Cinnamon rolls for the win.
All right, so now that we've kneaded the dough, it feels good, firm but not too firm. We are going to just leave it here. We're gonna cover it up with a tea towel. This is what my Nana would do. She would just like that. She would just leave it on her counter, cover it up, and go do something else. And the goal, it should double in size, and we'll be back in 30 minutes.
All right, so what's next?
So it's been about 30 minutes, and woo, look at that. It's doubled in size, it's really soft.
Dang.
We need to just knead it, and then we're gonna leave it again. You gotta let it rise just a little more. And while we wait for the second rise, we're gonna make the cinnamon sugar filling. And you just want to get a little bit more flour on your hands, make sure it's not stuck to the surface,
Nice.
and knead it a little bit. And then we gotta wait 30 more minutes. So we're just gonna set it aside, but I'm gonna let you do 30 more minutes.
This is tedious. Like
I'm
who
gonna-
wants to make cinnamon rolls? Pillsbury.
I did this because I love you.
It's true love.
All right, I'm gonna let you do this whole thing yourself.
Okay, so what do I have to do?
You need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of white sugar. There you go.
Did you wash your hands?
I did.
Okay.
Did you?
Yes.
2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Stir it up. All right, so we're just gonna set this mixture aside. Now you could mix the softened butter with it, but I prefer to spread the dough with the softened butter and then sprinkle this on top.
Fun fact, you know what they call me when I was a kid?
What they call you?
Chef Jeff.
No, they didn't.
They did call me Chef Jeff.
You couldn't cook before I met you.
Yes, I can.
What could you cook, Jeff?
No, I can cook. I didn't say could. I use past tense. I could make a mean hot pocket, like.
You're so lucky I came into your life
now
with real food.
Now I'm a master
like
chef.
lasagna. What was the first dish that I made you?
I know that. It was lasagna.
No.
Yes, it was. What was it?
Tacos.
It wasn't tacos.
It was tacos,
you
and then you
burned down
told
the house. Yeah. the
No.
apartment. My bad.
You
Yeah.
said you could make them better. I didn't burn down the house. They were
did.
really good.
I did say that, and I can. What was the first thing that I made you?
It was like a hot dog?
Wings.
You did.
I made you wings with my special sauce.
All right, so it's time to roll them out. You've been waiting for this.
Yep.
And then you're just gonna take the rolling pin, a little flour. We're just gonna roll it out. Lengthwise, like this. You don't want it too thick. You wanna keep it, let's see here, we'll do like 1/2 inch thick so that you get a ton of that cinnamon sugar between each of the layers. You ready? We're gonna just spread this butter, all of it. Or you can use this spatula.
Or you can do this.
How's that working for you?
It's not working. I thought it would work.
So you just use this. Try not to get any holes in the dough, and we're just gonna spread it as best as we can. I'm still a fan of using your hand. Okay,
It
good.
smells phenomenal.
We
already. I
really
just wanna eat
do
it
only
right
make
now.
these, what, once or twice a year
Yeah, usually
at
around
holidays.
Thanksgiving,
Because this is
Christmas.
a lot of butter, but they are so good, y'all. And they just bring back instant memories of cooking with my Nana. She still comes over and we still cook together, but she's usually seated telling me what to do.
So we're gonna put the sugar and we're gonna just sprinkle it around here. You know, even coat around.
You gotta get in here, y'all. He's doing all this little fancy stuff, this frou-frou cooking over here. You gotta get in there. So I cut off the bottom edge just to make it easier for us to roll. Also easier if it wasn't this way, but I have a helping hand. So you gotta be real gentle. Use your thumbs,
Yeah,
tuck it under.
I've done this before.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
When did you do this?
Play-Doh. This is what it feels like
Oh,
right
you're
now.
right. Okay, and then we just gonna roll, just gently. And you're gonna wanna just spread this in here so it doesn't stick. We're going to cut the cinnamon rolls and we're gonna place them in there. We have one more rise. You'll have to stay patient. It's worth it. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And Jeff, we're gonna cut off the ends that don't go all the way around. So cut about right here. And we're gonna do 1.5, 2 inches. Now we're just gonna let these rise for another 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and then we're gonna put them in our preheated oven. All right, y'all, so we are at the end. Our cinnamon rolls are back there, they're cooling off. I'm gonna teach Jeff the last part. We have to make a cream cheese frosting. So we have some of that softened butter. I've already added a little vanilla. We're gonna push
Cream
this
cheese.
in, cream cheese.
Got
And
it.
it is soft. Pinch of salt, tiny pinch.
Look like sugar. That's powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. So this is about a cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna add this in there. And we're gonna do our best to stir it up. We're just going to pour some on top. Now this is enough for both trays, so don't dump the whole thing.
It's like a work of art. Look at those.
So that is my cinnamon roll recipe. It was fun having Jeff in the kitchen. Our kids want a bite now. If you guys want the recipe, you can find it on firstandfull.com.
Thank you guys for joining us. Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.